Okay, so at some point everybody looks for a ground effects kit, front lip, side skirt extensions, maybe even a rear diffuser for your car. Today, that's what we're gonna be doing on the MazdaSpeed 3, making it sit a little bit lower when I air out. Now, if you guys actually follow the channel, you would have probably noticed I did have a front lip on this car for a long time. And if you guys watched the driven car show video, I actually had the side skirt extensions on as well. I have taken them off as those were on for quick car shows, but now it's the real deal. On Instagram, I asked you guys if I should paint this black or paint matte, and well, we've gone with the black option. I think the blue is a little just too much on that car, and with the big front smiley grille and stuff like that. So I went with the black option. This is a glossy black, wet sanded, polished everything. As you guys can see, I did make a little boo-boo, unfortunately, but other than that, this thing turned out pretty sick. Same with the side skirt extensions, glossy black, wet sanded, all that goodness. So today we're gonna put them on, air out, and see how it looks with the glossy black and if we made a good decision. So these are just the generic Alibaba AliExpress BaysonR front lip for the second gen MazdaSpeed 3. This front lip won't fit a regular Mazda 3, but these side skirt extensions will. You can look them up on Google. You can find a local supplier and find your cheapest option to pick these up, whether it's eBay, Amazon, straight from BaysonR, or other vendors, which I did and found a Canadian one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put these on. Wasting no time today, as I have to be in Seattle and my alignment's off from last video when we did the suspension rebuild. The only hardware we get supplied with this are self tappers, which is actually okay for the side skirts because that's the only way to attach them without taking the side skirts off. But I would recommend for the front lip, if you're going to be banging it off everything, you want to permanently mount it with some sort of nut and bolt, which I will be doing probably around winter time. I want to see how badly damaged this gets by rock chips and everything, see if I need to refinish it or anything by the winter. So I'm just going to quickly put it on with our self tappers and then permanently mount it when the season is over. To be completely honest with you guys, you should definitely have two people. I'm only a one-man show, so I'll be doing that by myself, and I'll show you how awkward and not fun it is, especially when you're drilling for the first time. I already have holes, so it makes my life a little easier. Having an electric screwdriver is also very crucial for this step. If you guys want to buy this, I'll leave it down in the description below. This is honestly like no bullshit. This is one of the best investments I've ever made. So yeah, I just kind of like hold it up with my leg, go around, and it works. I would recommend someone else to hold it. My last tip for this job is to put it on before you spray it. That also is important. Then it morphs to the bumper. This actually looks so much better than when it was like flat plastic. It feels like it's on. So like I said, if you can, I definitely recommend solid mounting these, but so far so good. Now let's go ahead and do the side skirts. Same idea with these ones. You just, two people would just be amazing. These ones kind of have a better idea of lining up though, because they have like these little cutouts where they sit up into your. Let's go ahead and pop this thing up. I'm gonna do the leg technique. Show you guys a sweet trick. If you don't have enough room, skirts are on there. You don't think like glossy would make it look that much better, but it really does. When we bring it outside, you'll probably be able to kind of tell the difference, but it just looks so much better instead of that plastic. I definitely recommend painting these, especially with that rear diffuser. I got the, now it kind of matches up with the rear diffuser nicely. Oh yeah, that looks great. For what it is, like being a rattle can job, this turned out really, really good. How are we feeling about this? Look at that ride height. Oh. I mean, this kit gets the car pretty low. We're not some places where you know, it kind of folds and sits low. Right here it's a little higher. It's good. I mean, we're pretty close on the inside with the outside now. I mean, we have this much room to play with. Overall, it's a good kit. It looks good on the car as a, you know, kind of the generic go-to. Nothing wrong with it, and it looks great paint match. turned out good. The car is good, and I just washed it. It's beating nice with the ceramic. I'm really happy with, you know, the setup or whatever. If you really wanted to make it more aggressive, you do like an ACM like extra lip, but you probably have to chassis mount it, but that would make good for like a skid plate or something. There's still a ton of stuff for this car to do. I have so much stuff. With that being said, that is your final look at the MazdaSpeed 3 today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and leave a like in the video, comment down below. Other than that, guys, keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.